Your choices are so powerful, and that is understanding your power is really exciting. So we're going to talk about your choices on January 3rd, starting the year, your choices to create the life that you want. And we're going to talk about the choice to change your self-talk. And we're going to go more into secret number 2. And secret number 2 was that it's been estimated that at least 77% or more of our conscious mind, our thoughts, are negative, they're counterproductive, they sabotage us. And so I'm going to show you how you can change that. And I show you the solution every single day. So you get to decide what you want to do with that. So it is now a sunrise. Good morning. If you're watching from anywhere in the world and it's a different time, whatever it is for you, just say yes. And for me, it's morning, and I thought I'd share the sunrise with you. And but I still wanted to show you the mountains because it's just gorgeous, and the sun will be peeking over the tops of those very soon. Not the sun, but the the light, because the sun is coming that way. It's east over Wennerstrom Mountain, as I call it. So here is, let's go ahead and start with January 3rd. It is the 3rd day of the year. Wow, who would have figured? It's the 3rd day of the year, and it is, there are 362 days left. So funny when I start another year. And so 362 days left, and we're still not even 1% done into the new year. So complete with the new year. So secret number 2, we talked about 70. Oh, and I'm Lynnie Wennerstrom, and every day I show up to, well, I it's to help you to find your purpose is what I've been doing for the last 14 months, but it's so much more than that. This year, I really want you to focus on your self-talk and how that can change everything, change your programs, change your life, and put you in control. What I want to do this year is show you just how powerful you really are, and have you focus on that. So if you come along the journey, you're going to hear, I want to program you, because every single time you and I, whoever you are speaking to or you are engaging with, they are programming you. And if you and I were sitting down across the coffee table or the kitchen table, you would be programming me and I would be programming you. If you were listening to me, the program that I would like to put into your brain and say it over and over again is this: you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed. And here's the good news. Oh, well, I can change those programs. I just want you to know you can change those programs. And then that will help you to build a very healthy self-esteem and move into your own power. And by doing that, your spirituality, what I teach is practical spirituality, and that is the spiritual journey and the human experience. And we are both spirit and human at the same time. We just focus more on the human because it feels more real. It's actually like 0.0001% of what all is. We are energy, we are frequency, we are sound, we are energy, we are light, and everything is. So I really want to help you to change that self-talk in your head, that chatter that's negative right now that holds you back and stops you, and help you to move into a space of empowerment and understanding who and what you really are, and then focus on what you want in this life and where you're going, your intention for where you want to go. So that's really, in a really big nutshell, what I would like to do this year. That is my focus and my goal. Okay, so let's go back into secret number 2. And again, we talked about the secret number 1, the thoughts you think and the words you say physically and chemically change your brain, and that your self-talk literally wires your brain to succeed or fail. And then secret number 2, the estimation that over 77%, at least 77%, probably more, of the programs that we're running in our brains, the subconscious, is in the conscious mind, is at least 77% that are negative, false, and working against us. And so now we're going to go into the part of clear positive programs. And I probably didn't even say what I use as a tool is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book. For this year, we're using 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk. So that's what it's just self-talk, not self-talk for anything else, just your self-talk, so that you understand your power. So the clear positive programs that we're using, and this is coming from Dr. Shad's book, in 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk, you'll find daily self-talk messages for reprogramming your brain in a clear, positive way. The self-talk messages have the power to become much more than a few words you read each day. Reading them, rereading them, and wiring them into your brain could do more than just uplift your year. It could uplift your life. If you do it, it will. Let me just guarantee you. You do it every single day. You listen to the self-talk, the self-talk language, or you read this every single day, and you rewire. You will, and you repeat it. You will rewire your brain with these programs. Reading the self-talk messages one day at a time will give you not only daily inspiration, but also a chance to make each day a better day. However, if you're looking for extra guidance or inspiration at any time, turn to any page to see what you find. If you're looking for an uplift or need to get back on track, you're sure to find the self-talk you need is just a few pages away. And it always is. It always is. So, okay. If you want to get the greatest benefit from this book, read each day's self-talk message as you start your day and read that same message again just before you go to sleep that night. There's a reason for doing this. It has to do with the way the brain gets programmed. Every time you send a message to your brain physically, chemically records it temporarily. The more positive messages your brain gets, the more positive directions it will record. And in time, with enough repetition, your brain will go beyond recording them temporarily. It will wire them in. They will fire and wire together. Those neural pathways, that chemically, you can actually see it. It's proven. So it will not just do it temporarily. We'll wire them in by creating new neural pathways and act on them, meaning your brain will help you. Man, the wind is blowing a little bit, and I just put a little bit of mascara, and it's organic, meaning it doesn't have any glue or anything, toxins in it. So it just comes right off. So just if you're new, just excuse my naturalness. Not so natural, but it's natural stuff that isn't harmful. But anyway, so it just, the wind is blowing on me, and I, just after my meditations and stuff, getting up. So I'm still on the sleepy side. Okay, so now we're going to finish this. You're welcome. Each time you read the positive self-talk phrases in this book, you're sending more healthy messages to your brain. The more you repeat these messages, the stronger and more permanent they become. So you're literally rewiring your own brain with healthy, positive thoughts and messages. So, and tomorrow we're going to talk about, is positive self-talk telling you the truth? When you start telling yourself these things or listening to the self-talk language, apologies. Just here I am grooming myself. But anyway, this whole, it is so incredible, the power of your brain. And so we're going to talk about the not Pollyanna of positive thinking, but actual positive self-talk, where you rewire your brain to tell yourself these wonderful positive things. And it's all about repetition. And you'll understand that when we talk about secret number 3, which will be the day after tomorrow. So that will be on the 5th. And let me find the January 3rd. Okay, so the passage for today is, right now I choose to change my life for the better. And let me explain something if you are new. These phrases, the brain works not on generalities. So not just general, someday, this summer, I'm going to do this. Someday, tomorrow, I might start exercising. Or even putting tomorrow rather than I'm exercising today. I'm doing 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10, whatever it is. Today, every day, I do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 whatever you do, and walk for 20 minutes. And it's very precise, concise directions. So you'll understand these phrases. When you hear these phrases, they are very precise, concise, specific directions to the brain so that it supports you. The brain is a supercomputer. It's beyond a supercomputer. No one can create, no man can create, or woman, however you want to see it, but no human can create anything that is equivalent to our brains. Why? Because there's infinite possibilities, infinite everything. It's consciousness. It is all. The creator created it. There is no one higher than the creator, and we are individual expressions of that one creator, that one energy. We are individual expressions of that as the human. And the brain has been designed to help us. And when we are programmed, or to hurt us, depending on what programs are programmed in, we have free will. And so we have the ability to rewire our brains. When you understand that, do you really have free will, or do you have programs running that are running the 95% in your subconscious mind that are just, you're just acting on the chemicals, everything that's happening in your body, from your brain to your body, and it's really a record of the past, and that's what you're doing every single day. Is that it? So do you have free will, or do you have programs running that are stopping you, holding you back, and thinking you're not good enough? And I would say that you have programs running. And until you change your self-talk from these negative programs that don't help you to ones with a healthy self-esteem that lift you and help you become more than you could ever even have imagined, because that's how the creator, the one energy, the one, how God, however you want to look at that higher power, that's how it all works. And so it's always working in for whatever it is, because you are an individual expression of that. You are creating, you're designing, you are directing that energy. So whatever it is that you are saying, that is your truth. This is how we create our own reality. So if you are saying that you're not good enough, then the universe, God, let's just call it the one, okay? The one creator, the one universe. I don't settle on everything, because I see it all as one, as the quantum field, the field, the one creator. I see it in so many, I see it as all. And so many Hebrews have different ways of expressing it, and I want to honor that. So with what I teach, and these may not be your beliefs, but this is my truth, and this is what I share here. And to me, it's very empowering and uplifting. It's a very empowering, uplifting truth, and can help you to change your life from ordinary to extraordinary. And there's nothing wrong with the ordinary. It's when you actually create the ordinary to be what it is that you want, it becomes extraordinary in that. And so you are an individual expression of that. You're directing everything. So if you are thinking that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, or any of that, that is your truth. And that is true. And the universe, the one, is going to honor that. It's going to say, okay, that's your experience, because it's all about consciousness and unfolding into that consciousness and experiences. And so if you are choosing, and you are choosing, you may not be aware of it, but you are choosing to believe those things. And this is why I come on every single day and I hope that you share this with others. The message, my videos, if it's easier to share my video, or my message, but I hope that you share this information with all your loved ones and people that you care about, as many people as you can. Why? Because the more of us that understand how very powerful we really are, this world will change. The planet Earth will change. The way that we come together, live together, the judgment creates separation. I'm right, you're wrong. Separation. We are all one. And so when we judge, we literally are saying, my point of view, my politics, my religion, my spirituality, my whatever it is, it's right and yours is wrong. And when you judge on that, And so any judgment is creating, we live on planet Earth. We live in duality. And the goal and hopefully the intention, your intention will be, as mine is, to move into oneness, because that's what we are. We are all one. We are all individual expressions of consciousness of the one. So that is why I come here every single day, to not just uplift you and help you to empower yourself, but to share the message that you are an individual expression of the one, and you can do, be, change, have, create absolutely anything. It's all up to you. So I'm going to read the passage again because I already forgot it in going through all of that. And just because I get so passionate and excited about you changing your life so that you live so empowered, so excited that you have this high self-esteem. And the way that I see to do it, and the way that I've done it for myself, because I've studied spirituality for so long, knowing that there's something higher than myself, much bigger, and that I'm a part of it. I'm actually part of it to create the whole, and that to me is super exciting. Yet the humanness, I would come back to. I feel bummed today, man. I don't know if I can do this. I I don't. This is. I don't even know if that can be done. I don't think I can do that. Can I do that? And self-doubt and questioning myself and all of those things, even to where, if you are not familiar with me, I had 8 years where I was in incredible depression on many pharmaceutical drugs, and I had COPD, so I couldn't breathe very well, and it got worse over the 8 year time, and back pain and migraines that would last forever. And this was coming off an award-winning morning show, where I was a morning personality, and just all that. It was just, it became, it was just so intense for that 8 years, and so much that, and I thought so little of myself. In fact, I hated myself, that I tried to commit suicide several times, many times. And obviously that wasn't meant for me. It was meant when I decided to take control, to actually become responsible for my life. That is what switched everything for me, and I continue to then move into, like, why am I here? What is life about? What is my part? Because I thought I was nothing and I had nothing to contribute. Even breathing the air, I felt like I was taking from another human being or another animal that was more worthy than I was. And so I want you to understand that we are all individual expressions of the one. You are that. You are absolutely so powerful. And when you recognize that, this is why I get so passionate. When you recognize that, you will change. You will create the self-esteem. You will have a healthy self-esteem. And by doing what I incorporated into, and just instead of just teaching the spiritual journey, what I wanted to teach was the human experience, because that's where I got tripped up. That human experience, it feels so real, and it is the least of everything. But yet it is also the most, in the sense that we get to have this adventure on planet Earth while we're here and make the most of it. What do you want to do with your time on planet Earth before you exit, to go back to the one, back to consciousness? What do you want to leave your loved ones? What do you want to leave here on planet Earth when you make your exit? What do you want to have accomplished? And that's how I live my life. I go to the very end. I don't give it a number. Sometimes I do, but mostly it's just like I'm at the very end, and I'm like just thinking, what did I accomplish? And what do I want to leave my daughter and my siblings and you and the people? Like, what is my legacy? The people that I love and care about, what do I want to leave them? And whether it be wisdom or just strategies, or I guess that would all, really it's wisdom. So just strategies in order to handle things, because in practical spirituality, what I teach are tools, and they're easy to use. They just need to be taken action on. They need to be implemented in order to work. And so that's so exciting to me. And I get incredibly impassioned about it because I see the future of every single human being, starting from a baby having healthy self-esteem, to not being bullied, to making the choices they want, to having the programs that work for them rather than against them, and the choices they'll make as they move through life. And this means you too. The choices, once you understand and rewire your brain with the programs you want, the choices that you make will benefit you and benefit humanity and benefit the world, rather than taking from. And yet the whole thing is just an adventure. It's just an experience. So it's not right or wrong, good or bad. It's just an experience. Yet what do you want to experience? And I know I want to experience the best that life has to offer. I want to experience love and joy and laughter. I revel in that. I love that. I love feeling happy. And I lift myself, and that self-talk, having the programs that says I can do it. No longer do I have the programs. Every once in a while they come up, because it's a lifelong thing. These programs were, when I started, I mean, already in my 60s is when I actually started learning Dr. Shad's using the language that he created for the brain of neuroplasticity to rewire my brain. What if you're only 40 or 50? Or what if you're 0? You're just born. You're a day. Imagine how you could change the course, create and change the course of your life. And no matter where you are, even in my 60s, I am creating and changing the course of my life every single day. And it is so empowering and so exciting. So that's why I get so excited about all this. And now I went on and on. And especially now that we know with secret number 2 that 77% of our programs are been estimated that at least that, and many think it's more than that, in our subconscious, it's 90 to 95% that are holding us back, stopping us, and are negative. So look, we can go this way. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? So these are the Sangre de Cristo mountains. Sangre de Cristo, the blood of Christ mountains in Colorado. So I'm going to read this again, and then we're going to spin it around. We kind of went backwards a little bit because I went on my little passionate path there. By the way, while I speak of paths, many paths lead to the same destination. So it could be that maybe this isn't the path for you, that what I share, but there is a path for you to rewire your brain. There are many ways. You can journal, you can write things every single day and do it. Yet the rule, one of the biggest rules, and there are 8 rules, but the 3 rules that I always share is repetition, repetition, repetition. It has to be repeated no matter what it is. And this is why we can pick up bad habits. We are around the other people who are doing things, and we start doing it. And through the mirror neurons, we are programming one another. And so if you're influenced by someone, you'll start doing what they do or say what they say. You think they're cool, like at school or something, cool in school. And you take a phrase that they say, that's epic. And then pretty soon, a lot of people think, oh, that cool person is saying, oh, that's epic. And then another person says, that's epic. And they try it out. It's like, that kind of feels weird. And then they just keep repeating because they want to be cool. And pretty soon, everything is, that's epic. That's epic. And everyone's saying, that's epic. or all these vocabulary things that we hear it from other people's as well. We don't always have to be influenced by someone, but we hear it all the time. And then pretty soon we say it. And then it becomes, and then we say it and say it and say it, and becomes our truth. That's how we speak. It's what we say, and it becomes us and part of our personality. This is how it works. Mirror neurons and programming and the repetition. So the neuroplasticity. So I'm kind of pulling all of that into one, but so that this, be very careful with who you hang around, and understand that you can also create habits that don't serve you, and so by repeating, and that if you like to have a beer at the end of the day or wine at the end of the day, or you like to stay, sleeping as long as you possibly can and don't really want to get up because you don't want to face the day, or you like to complain about people, or because these are all habits. They're all habits based on programs that that you decided were truth. So so we'll go deeper. I know I went kind of deep, but not really. My whole channel, I talk about this all the time. Not my whole channel, but my every I talk about this a lot in different ways. I just, because it's the beginning of the year, I really, and there's more new peeparoos that have joined, and welcome to all of you, and thank you for being here. I really want you to understand how powerful you are and how you can change your life to create what it is that you want to have, do, be, change, become in your life. Okay, so let's read it again and then we'll spin it because now I've really gone on. Right now, I choose to change my life for the better. With every choice I make, I am creating the successes I'm living today and the future I will be living tomorrow. In everything I do, I choose to find my best. Let's have that higher self speak to you in the second person. Right now, you choose to change your life for the better. With every choice you make, you are creating the successes you're living today and the future you will be living tomorrow. In everything you do, you choose to find your best. Do you get how powerful it is, the choices, the self-talk, what you say when you talk to yourself? If what you're saying is you're not good enough and you're not in charge and you're not creating your life and you're not, and goals aren't for you because they never work, those are all programs. If you're saying I'm not good enough, I'll never have enough money, I'll never find the person I love, I always fail at relationships, I'm too shy for this, I'm always losing things, I'm just not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I could never go on stage and speak because I have stage fright. I'm just so tired of the world, and the world is tired of me. Anything at all that you say that is negative, you are in lack and you're creating separation from consciousness from the whole. You are, those 8 years, I was totally separating myself and being this way smaller than this small. I was, and I was, yet I was still connected. I just didn't know it. In my own mind, I was connected from the whole and thought, okay, it's time for me to exit planet Earth because I'm not a good person and I don't deserve to breathe the air and I'm a burden to everyone and nothing I do is right and everything is a challenge. Life is too hard, too difficult. I cannot do it. Those were my thoughts. I thought about those things a lot. And in those 8 years, which, I mean, that's spiraling down. Yep, I was spiraling down until I decided to spiral up and decide that I was going to live, and I was going to live healthy, and I was going to die trying in order to get healthy because all of the I was very tired of the migraines. I was very tired of all of the negativity. I couldn't stand myself anymore, and I couldn't abide the physical pain. And I knew there was a way out through nutrition or something, hydration, because I had been in health for so long. And I knew there was a way out, and I knew I could find it, and I didn't want to die. It was only when I was actually probably within an hour, hours, or whatever of dying that that's when I said, wow, life is going to be taken from me. It is not my choice. And man, I had a shift, change of heart so fast. And here I am. So you are in control of your life. And on that note, I will let you know that I believe in you. You can do this. You can you can change your self-talk and empower yourself to become all that you want to become. You can do, be, change, have, create, and become anything, anyone that you want to do. It is all within your power. You're an individual expression of that one highest energy, power, universe, God. You are an individual expression of that. You have all the constituents within you. All you need to do is recognize it, understand it, know it, own it, and know it. Know it. Have faith in that, and then start directing it. I love you so very, very much. I believe in you. Absolutely, I do. Shining my light to brighten yours. We'll see you tomorrow with the second part of secret number 2. or the last part of secret number 2, and then we'll go into secret number 3. I love you so very, very much. Ciao.